Hello, fifth graders. Today I want to talk to you about volume, what it is, and how to find it. As you can see, I'm going to be using Minecraft to talk about this particular subject. I'm doing that because to any of you who have ever played it, it highlights what you already know about, that you know a lot about volume, because Minecraft is almost completely work in volume. So let's get started. First, I want to take a look at an example of what we studied in the previous unit, that is area. As you can see by the space that I've cleared here, area is all about covering the surface of something. In this case, I've cleared a space on the ground that is 3 long, 1, 2, 3, and 2 wide, making it an area of 6, 2 times 3. Now I can cover the same space, say with pressure plates. I can go 2 wide and 3 long, but again, it's still covering a space because that's what area is, something that covers it. Okay, now I want to look at volume. Volume is different. Volume is, instead of covering the space, you're actually filling the space. And that's really the biggest difference between volume and area. Area I'm covering, volume I'm filling up. So in this example, I have a space that's filled by 4 polished granite blocks. I've got 2 long and 2 wide. Again, so that's a total of 4 blocks. Now, if I were to add another layer on top of this, I would be adding 4 more blocks for a total of 8. You can see that right here. By adding another layer, I can do it again, add another layer, and I get a total of 12 blocks. Notice that each time I add a layer, I'm adding another set of the base to the top. This is a really important idea. In fact, I can keep adding sets of the base, and I can make it taller. Oops, wrong thing, sorry. Taller. And add another layer of the base to make it taller, and another one to make it taller. Each time I add that layer of the base, I'm adding 4 more. So there's a pattern here. This is a really important idea. I want you to pay attention to this. All right, this is really because volume is found by taking the area of the base of the shape and multiplying it by the height that you're looking for. So look at this example here. I have the area of the base, that's 4. And now if I wanted to take the same base and I made it 7 tall, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then I would know the volume of this shape even without building it, because it would be 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 for my base, and 7 tall. That would make it 4 times 7, or 28. I would need 28 blocks of polished granite to make this a rectangular column. Now, the base doesn't actually even have to be the bottom. I've got a base right here that is actually on its side. What matters is that I am stretching the base out into the 3rd dimension to make a volume. So I can take my same base of 4, which is now standing up, and extend it to the right by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I would know that the area of the base being 4, times the 5, I would know that I would need 20 blocks to make this shape. So 4, 8, 12, 16, whoops, skip the bottom there, and 20. So notice that the direction does not necessarily matter. So now that we know this, I want to show you another easy way to calculate the volume of a rectangular prism, because the volume of a rectangular prism is made by finding the area of the base, which is length times width times the height of the object. So over here, I've got an example that has a length along this way, a width along this way, and a height. Now I can use my area, length times width times height, as you can see on this sign right here, length times width times height, to figure out what the volume would be if I wanted to fill in this whole space. Since the length is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 times 5 is 30, so the area of the base would be 30, and since I'm going up 3 more times, I would know that it would be 6 times 5 times 3, or 90 blocks to fill up this whole space. It doesn't seem like that would be true just from looking at it, but since each layer takes 30 blocks, and there are 3 layers, the volume I need would be 90. So as you go through your work today, I want you to keep your Minecrafting experience in mind as you calculate volume. And remember about the formulas that we've talked about. Good luck.